Hi all, welcome to Jen's Creation Station. Today we're going to make a very non-traditional Valentine's Day card. It's black and white with just a little spot of red in the heart in flocking above the couple of kids on the bench. So let's get started on this project. What you're going to need as far as cardstock is 3 pieces of black and 3 pieces of white. We'll start with the black. This is 8.5 by 5.5. You'll fold this in half for your card with the fold on the left hand side, standard A2 size. The next one you need is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and then the smallest one you need is 1 7/8 by 2 3/8. Next is the white cardstock, and you'll need 3 pieces of it. You'll need one piece that's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I've done a technique on this so my cardstock is a little curled. The next piece you need is 2 1/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches, and the smallest piece you need is 1 3/4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. Some other things you'll need for your card are 2 pieces of black ribbon. I chose to use the black ribbon with the stitching. I bought it at Michael's. It's 3/8 of an inch wide. You'll need some liquid glue. I'm going to use my Zig glue. You'll need that for your flock. You'll need some red flock. Now this flock is by Doodlebug Designs Incorporated. It's crushed velvet flock. It came in a multi-pack and it doesn't take much. I've had these for like 3 years and I've really used it, and there's not hardly any gone in the package. And then I also treated my 2 largest pieces of white cardstock with Perfect Pearls Mist. This is by Ranger, and this is the Perfect Pearl. It's kind of a pearlescent clear. Now the first thing I did to this piece of white cardstock and my next smaller piece of white cardstock was I did 2 sprays of the Perfect Pearls Mist. You shake it up well and you spray it, and it will curl the cardstock a little bit, but I didn't have any trouble attaching it to the card. It curls really bad when you first spray it, and then it'll straighten out a bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ticket corner punch, or concave corner. You might have a corner chomper that does this. Just trim my edges. Okay. And the only thing you can mat right now is this first layer right here, so I'll go ahead and do that. Now the next thing you can do is place this mat evenly spaced on 3 sides. So here's the beginning of our card layers, and what I did on my black and my white here is I got my adhesive very close to the edge on both pieces, and that took the curl from the Perfect Pearls out of the cardstock. So we're going to set this aside. Now the stamp set that I used for this is from Close to My Heart. It's called Childhood Portrait. It is still available as of January 2011 in their catalog. And I used the little heart right here, and I used the 2 kids on the bench in the middle. I stamped the little kids in black, and then I went ahead and stamped that heart in bright red. It's actually real red from Stampin' Up, because I'm going to be putting gold red flock on it. I wanted to make sure that none of the color showed behind it. So now I've got my layers together and my piece of ribbon across. Now I just tucked it under and taped it to where I wanted it, and this is just attached very closely to the edge with adhesive, and it took the curl out. And I've got foam on the back of my little kids here, and I'm just going to center it on the card. Okay, and here's, sometimes I just make a knot and add it to my card rather than trying to tie a knot in my ribbon or wrapping it around. And when you have thicker ribbon like this, it's a lot easier to do that. And I'm just going to attach this with a glue dot. Real simple. Just like that. Okay, so I've got my liquid glue here. I'm going to just liberally apply some glue just to the edges of this heart. And I'm going to open my little flock bottle. I'm just going to drop flock on here. And it's only going to stick where that glue is at. I'm just going to tap it a little bit. Now I'm going to let that sit a minute and I'll be right back. It needs to dry just a touch before I take off the excess flock. Now to remove your excess flocking after your glue dries a bit, just tap your card like that, and you'll actually have to blow on it a little bit because it'll stick to some other parts of your card, but it's not like embossing powder. And there's the finished card. Thanks for stopping by Jen's Creation Station. Have a great day.